everyone, it's Michelle, and today we're going to talk about the state of the handbag industry, the toxic handbag cycle, or just the handbag cycle. I like to use the word toxic. What is happening? Are we done with it? Is it done? Is it over yet? Can we crawl out from under the pile of handbags that we've created and open our eyes to what's going on out there? I found a great article from The Atlantic written by Amanda Mull. Something odd is happening with handbags. I don't think it's odd. I think it's normal and was bound to happen. It's basically that the handbag bubble has burst. There's a little hole in the side of the bubble and it's farting out air. Oh no, where do shoppers turn now? But fashion cycles, always. You see the same design cycle as designers go into what's called the vault to restyle existing classics because that's what brands were built on, classics. We see that with the Speedy. It's always some kind of limited edition, print or whatever, color. But classics, whether it's handbags, jewelry, clothing, most of these fashion houses are built on those classics. So what we're seeing now is that newer bags are slowing down even on the resale market. Newer bags maybe have reached their peak and are coming back down. Are consumers tired? We're done? We're broke? So the article states that consumers are now okay to purchase a bag that is in fair or used condition that might be $1,500 as opposed to like $3,000 for a newer bag. Slightly worn, maybe more relaxed, maybe so we don't have to be so stuffy about our bags. Like keeping this little $3,000 bag perfect at all times to use in our life. Like the bag is a metaphor for ourselves. Let's just try to be contained. Isn't it just easier to like toss it around and just be carefree and relaxed? So let's just buy an old bag. So luxury brands used to be about clothing, like the dresses of Christian Dior, and even Cristobal Balenciaga was not streetwear and footwear. Okay, nobody knows that true story. Maybe another video. The luxury section now sees these handbags. They've turned these handbags to a ludicrously marketable product for you guys. All brands in the luxury department play in this arena, and they all sell it to you for an enormous amount of money. Do you know why? Because it's easy. Not everyone knows how to put together an outfit, but a handbag, just add this handbag to your outfit, show off that logo, and you've got it, honey. So what happened? Why the bubble burst? It's like we're talking about real estate, but we're just talking about handbags. So the first problem, the obvious elephant in the room, is that the prices have skyrocketed ridiculously. The fact that since just 2019, which was the year that I worked for Vuitton, the prices have increased by 27% on average from 2019 till now. That is so insane, like on both ends, on the brand's end and for the people who bought it, when it was already highly inflated, like a markup of 500 to 1,000%. Not only that, but Chanel flat bags increased in price by 60%. And y'all still stand at that line at Chanel like this is normal? Please take my extra money? Well, the luxury handbag market has got you by the ankles because they actually created the demand by like not having that many, but yet they're still supplying the bags to create the demand. And it's just this cycle. And as much as I want to think the demand is now overexposed, oversaturated, there are still people lining up for these things. So fashion houses used to operate on 2 seasons, spring and fall. As a designer, you could spend 1 full year working on spring, 1 full year working on fall to perfect your beautifully crafted luxury item, very exclusive and limited, all details to the T. No kidding, when I worked at Vuitton, just looking at some of these bags that were $3,000, I was like, this is missing so many details that I would expect out of a $3,000 bag. In fact, they were very plain. Not only plain, but like not very well thought out. I don't mean that as a dig to any of the designers. Of course, there were the more couture bags that were very well thought out and designed, but a lot of like the mainstream canvas items, which was what most people were coming in for, you know, they could have done a lot better for the prices they were charging for them, but people were buying them anyways. Off on a tangent. So now there used to be spring and fall, but now there's pre-fall, there's cruise, there's pre-spring, winter, holiday, summer, pre-summer, and limited editions and everything you can think of so they can keep product turning. Doesn't that sound like Zara or H&M, fast fashion? So I did first see this in the shoe industry. We did used to have just spring and fall, and then winter and summer, so 4 main seasons. And then brands like Skechers just churned out product, and now Nike does it. Limited drop every single week, just to keep the consumers spinning. I need that. FOMO. I better get it. If I don't get it, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Do you need a new pair of shoes every month, every week? Probably not. Handbags every month, every week? Probably not. So what causes this demand? Social media. But there is a big lie about the luxury industry, that somehow all luxury handbag consumers believe the story to justify their purchase. This is the story they sell you on in the store. They even train the associates to tell you that this item of yours is from a high fashion house and it's expertly crafted. It took 48 hours to make one bag. The marketing of these luxury brands want you to believe that these are small family-owned businesses that employ only skilled artisans that have been doing this job for 60 years, and they work in a tiny cobbler room in an exclusive hidden tiny village in Europe, in their little workshop and their little tools, and Shrek is their neighbor. So fast forward from that, this does not exist anymore. It might have way back then, but the truth is these major brands are owned by luxury conglomerates that mass produce their inventory, and the 2 main ones are LVMH and Kering. These are the companies that are under LVMH. A whole shitload. Trust me, Bernard Arnault is a genius at marketing luxury. And then under the competition, Kering, you have all these brands. There's a few more, but these 2 are the biggest. And trust me, your $3,000 for the bag is going into their marketing that is infiltrating your brains to just buy more. These companies are publicly traded, which means the goal is to satisfy their shareholders. Profits and growth is the bottom line. The solution is to produce for the mass market. You cannot have a publicly traded company that does not produce for the mass market. But for real, it also means you are no longer special. Sorry, you are a product of mass production marketing. Ooh, ouch. They are using you to make profit. And to make profit sexy, they have to raise the prices because the consumer is going to get scared. Oh my gosh, if I don't buy this bag, it's gonna be even more expensive. And FOMO, what if I can't even get the bag later? And you fall right into that trap. And if you fell into that trap, I sympathize, I empathize, I give you a hug, and it's okay. I understand things can make you happy at certain points in your life. It's okay, we do what we do. During the pandemic, okay, I don't blame you. That was the feasting ground for these luxury conglomerates. They have really good marketing, they get into your head. But it was prime time for them because people were not traveling. They were online, perusing the influencer situation, wishing I could be like her, or like her, or like her. Why don't I treat myself to something expensive? Since I'm stuck at home, I have to wear a mask when I go out and I'm in sweatpants all the time. I might as well have a cute bag. So I get it. I'm a female. I love stuff. I get it. That's what happened. So we sat at home counting our handbags on the story that they are special and exclusive, and that if we held them, we are now special and exclusive. But wait, didn't I buy this because every other influencer has it in her closet, recommended it, and I'm only one of her many followers who followed? So how many of these bags exist in this part of the world so that I can feel like I belong in my own living room, belong in this culture that I don't know or see in person, until that influencer snags the next piece and then the next, and then that shiny apple syndrome is in full effect, going over in your head over and over, wanting a basket full of shiny apples when really maybe you just thought you wanted one, but one was not enough. And the cycle continues because it's never enough. And if you don't get all those shiny apples in the basket, now you are not enough. You were special with one, but now you're not special anymore because now your apple is the same basic, boring Louis Vuitton, boring Chanel that every other person has. Oh, the tragedy. Are you tired of it yet? Do you have luxury fatigue? I bet you anything too. These designers are feeling burnt out because what can we design that's gonna have to turn around in 4 months instead of a year? I can't possibly put what I really want to in this bag. It's no longer special or worthy. It's just a tool for the conglomerate to make more and more money. What else can we possibly produce? So we have to go back into the vault. Last year, we saw a resurgence of popular 2010 bags, which LVMH was trying to push back into existence to breathe life into certain bags. And even that was just a flash in the pan. Now, those Fendi baguettes are worth a fraction of the $4,000 that consumers paid for them. Now, all the fashion houses do this, to be honest. There's a style they can touch back into, change up the materials, reissue classics, which I am seeing out of Vuitton is like, is there anything really new? But there is Pharrell's collection, I do like that. But as for ladies' bags, just take a look at two of the styles that are being revamped, recycled, coming back in January 2024. I found some photos courtesy of Foxy LV on Instagram. Here they go, changing up materials of an old style, reinterpreting and putting a $3,000 price tag on it. You guys, I'm sorry, it's kind of lazy and ridiculous, and it's the capitalism trap. But someone is going to buy it because that's what they do. I'm going to list in the description some of the links to the older versions of these bags. Granted, when these bags were sold, at the time they were new, were probably $600 for a denim bag, which yes, I know that was still an exorbitant amount back then, but now they're charging $3,000 for a new denim bag. So pick your poison wisely, because the brand has made the new more expensive and the resale market has followed suit. I don't know what we're to do. Maybe we don't need them. But still, all in all, it's like paying off is the better way to go. Just being honest, okay? So I'm gonna end this video with a very important quote from the article. She says, more than anything, they might be sick of the relentless pursuit to keep buying and to spend even more money to do little beyond prove that they still can. Endless, that is exact. So I'm gonna end this video with a very important quote from the article. She says, more than anything, they might be sick of the relentless pursuit to keep buying and to spend even more money to do little beyond prove that they still can. Endless, that is exactly what I've been observing since I've had my luxury bag channel. The endless cycle, the desire to buy. It is like the devil will grab hold of you and keep you going for that next fix. But sadly, it's not just the bag. It's the psychology behind it, the strong divide between the have and the have-nots that I have found through my videos is just wrecking a hole in people's characters. How we look at our handbags is a reflection of ourselves. Are we better than others because I spent this much money on my handbags? Really, you guys? If you're to this point of the video, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Michelle. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video. And also, if you want to support the channel, I have a membership portion. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Bye.